So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another live stream to the brand new week. Thank you very much for tuning in. Is my sound on? That's the most important question. Yes, it is. Let me know where you are watching from, guys. And those crazy days on the stock market are one of the most amazing one for me, for myself. Yeah, because actually you can even make money in those days. I actually working on a project, guys. I cannot actually wait to show it to you, because I think this will blow away the whole YouTube finance world. Okay, I'm working on it very, very hard, but I said to myself I will not announce anything anymore beforehand. I will just release it one day. Okay, so make sure to have your seatbelt on and make sure to stamp up. This is very important for this channel and for a lot of triggers for the YouTube algorithm. As of this moment, all the social medias are offline. Facebook is down, Instagram is down, WhatsApp is down. There is no other way to enjoy the evening than obviously here on this channel with a fantastic live stream. And I will just greet everybody out there in a second. But also, obviously, you know, there's Netflix and there is YouTube. So I appreciate that you are throwing your eyeballs on my stream. Obviously, Elon Musk is happy as well. He actually did something fantastic this week or these days with Tesla, delivering 250,000 cars. This is unbelievable, guys. I wish I have never sold my Tesla shares, but here we go, right? Again, wiser, and I take this experience obviously to the next one. And why I should sell space? Just because it halved? Oh no, it's basically one third of the all-time highs. Of course I will not sell. I will buy more. I learned something out of this investment in Tesla, okay? Even though I made a lot of money in Tesla, I could make much more money, right? And I learned from this experience, and I'm taking this to my next big experience, which is space, all right? So I would love to welcome to this wonderful stream. We have our members, Gayado Steve, as well as Thomas Retail. And we have people from Netherlands, we have people from Czech, we have people from Kaba BB Kiss. Where is that? Let me know. Let me know in the chat. Where is that? We have Germany, we have UK, we have Jacksonville in Florida, United States of America, Russia, we have Michigan, we have Florida in the house, we have Holland, we have Czech Republic, and we have Belgium. Thank you very much for tuning in. So let's have a look into the last 25 minutes of the market, and let me tell you, usually those, or no, other way said, attention, because those late minutes of the stock market are always kind of volatile. All right, so as you can see here, the S&P 500 lost about 1.4%, and therefore on a very, very interesting path, which we will dive in a second, because this is important for the overall market. But I really, we have also Sachin Vaijani from UK, big time fan. Thank you very much for all of you guys make also sure to welcome someone from Colombia even. That's amazing. Carlos from New York. Thank you very much for tuning in. So, yeah, this will be our first topic. So the S&P 500 is considered as the index of the United Stock Exchange, okay? This is what everybody is looking at, right? 500 top companies, and if they are doing not well, then, you know, the whole market is suffering. You know, tech stocks, specs, penny stocks, everything is going down the drain. Oh my God, throw everything away because everything is going down, right? I will show you two reasons why that is. And this reasons just repeat itself, if you remember. So it's always the same story. Okay, the S&P goes down, obviously because of some companies that are inside this index are going down, and the overall market is a little bit, you know, into a technical bearish movement. But also there's the crude oil, again, uncertainty, what's happening with the crude oil. The crude oil goes up to a multi-year high at $77. And also the 10-year bond gets also higher, which then push down all the stocks. Today, Google was down 3%. Microsoft is down 4%. You know, all those tech stocks are down. And there's this big component of the technicals. And I know, guys, I'm not a big technical guy, okay? I'm telling you this every single day. But there is the reason that it's absolutely necessary to understand what's going on. And I throw this inside this chart here to show you there's a downward spiral currently, okay? And there is a level here from a technical standpoint, which is 4,220 approximately, which is approximately here. And once we approximately here, once we cross this level, guys, we are officially out of the bull market. So it gets quite exciting now in the next months of the year. Do we see a seasonality which gives us the market rally towards the third week of October? Are we going down for good? Now, this will be answered obviously by the market itself over the next couple of months. Now, let's just to remind you, there's a great video out that I just posted. I agree that's not the best picture of Shahmaz Palihapitiya, but believe me, this is a fantastic video that I just put together for you guys today as my daily vlog. Best news: billionaire sells all his Tesla stock in 2021 for space and other spec companies, obviously. So very important to know that. I know people are very bad tongued about Shahmaz Palihapitiya, but I think he is one of the greatest investors of our days. And again, not the best picture that I could start with here. He looks a little bit shattered. Maybe because Virgin Galactic is down 5% today. And he lost about, let me guess, about $7 million. Because he has over 150 million, I think, invested in Virgin Galactic. Anyway, that's the big numbers game, right? Guys, if you have any questions, let me know in the comments. Write it down. I will get to all of them towards the end of the stream. By the way, we also have people who joined from Paris, Chile, Moscow, and let me see. Yeah, okay. So make sure to post your questions and I will get back to them. Virgin Galactic, and you might click on this video because you have seen that. Do we see space at $18? Well, that would be Christmas coming a little bit earlier today, okay? Or this year, okay? Obviously, I don't have a crystal ball here. And I cannot tell you what the stock price of Virgin Galactic will do. But I will tell you why I said this in the title, okay? There is a possibility, if the market really turns out of the bull market, and there's a really pushback, and there's a rotation going on from tech stocks to more value to Dow Jones and so on, then you will see that also Virgin Galactic will suffer. And there's an actually very bearish outlook on the stock right now, technical wise only. And that's why I was thinking, okay. We are currently at 22. Okay, here we go. Here we go. So as you can see, very bearish because we are below all the indicators, 50, 100, 200 moving average, as well as the resistance here. The next possible support would be here at 23, which we also broke through. So the question is how much lower we can go. And if we are just going down very easily the numbers, 22, right? Here could be a support, 20, right? Then we're going further down. Here, the next support, 1895, so almost 19. And then, in my personal opinion, there's here a huge support, okay? Somewhere here in between, because we have seen here the stock was for a very long time, multi-months around this area here. Let me show it to you. Okay, why that is not working? Maybe like that. So here we stayed for a very long time for approximately 18, okay? And then, oh wait, whoops. Okay. So, and then we, fight it or went into this very long period from April 20, what is that? 2021 from here up to November 2021. No, sorry, that's even not true. That's 2022. Okay, 2022 we were for a very long time at $17, $18, and I think this is a kind of psychological, technical, and very, 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 very strong support. There will be obviously front runners, traders, big institutions, algorithms that understand this, okay? And what they are doing when they understand this, of course, they front run us. So while you might wait on the $18, well, there is algorithms and traders that will already take all the shares that are for sale at 19, okay? Or maybe at 20. So never wait for a specific price. Just add on every month, okay? I will make 3 backflips, even I don't know how to make a backflip, when Virgin Galactic will be at $18, okay? Because I just love when my favorite stock, I loved Virgin Galactic at 30, I love it at 25, so I'm super loving it at $18, okay? And I know this journey is a little bit longer. I know at Tesla, I think it was also long. And I also had a very, very long negative ride here on YouTube. But there were more supporters, I think. But I'm pretty sure that this is a very successful company. Okay, so let us have a look if we have any questions. Priest from Czech is saying, you know when we will be the next flight? Well, the last PR says the next flight is mid-October. So let's see if the current situation with the flight control will be solved by then. But let's assume mid-October and then give him a grace period of a week or so. So let's say mid till end of cut. Definitely this month, okay? If there's not big issues with the hardware. Will the next flight be another sell the news? I don't think so. I think the next flight is actually a very bullish one because you had so much negative energy. And I will show you an example, okay? In back beginning of this year, okay. You remember that here when we got almost all-time highs for a test flight, and then we had the delay and bad news and delay. This was a very bad news cycle, okay? But once we really got out of that and we, said, okay, there will be the next test flight and so on and so forth, then the stock went higher and higher. So there's always this waves of negative news. And I think now we are at this point where we have a lot of negative news. So I don't think it will be sell the news, okay? There's a question from Paul Karsinak. Do you prefer space or LoveSec? I definitely prefer space. Space is making about 80% of my portfolio. So I definitely love more than space. LoveSec is a new addition. I like the company. I like the product. I like the concept. I like the growth. So it's still like a new addition to my portfolio, but still not the happiest stock out there, okay? Gallardo Steve is actually saying something very, very smart, because everybody's looking for when Virgin Galactic will make, let's say 200% or 500%. Let's say, and he's saying he's happy when they are doing 20% year over year. And this is fantastic because then you actually will beat the market. It's much better than the S&P 500 in terms of performance. Obviously, volatility will be crazy. Some years you will have 100%. Some years you will maybe have minus 20. But I think in the next couple of years, you will have a fantastic performance that is very, 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 very hard to achieve by a super diversified portfolio, as well as a real index investment only. Sahin Wagyani, I hope I pronounced the name correctly, is asking, is asking, would you swing this like buy the rumor, sell the news type play, considering a long enhancement period after where the stock might not do anything? Well, the question is, will it really be the case, right? Just because there's no flights doesn't mean that the company stock will not do right. From my personal opinion, I had so many crazy stories about when I thought I will make the right choice, okay? For example, there was once Tesla in my very early days, and Tesla had great earnings, and the stock went one day 20%, the next day 20%, the next day 25%, I think, or 10%. I thought like, oh, crazy. I made like, almost $100,000 per over the last couple of 3 days. There must be a, bounce back, right? There must be a bounce back. So what I did, I sold all my shares in the hope that, it will bounce back and then it will go higher. And what had happened, it went 5% higher. Next day, another 2%. I said, oh my God. If this continues, I will lose a lot of stocks because at some point I have to buy back, right? So what I did, I bought back. I had 10% less shares, or not. I actually had, I think, 50 less. If you consider now the split and everything, I had 50 Tesla shares less, and 50 times 800 something is almost, maybe 35,000. So just because I thought I will be smart and I can time the market after there was a huge increase, I lost $35,000. So I'm not doing it anymore. And that's why I didn't do it with space. Maybe I'm wrong, right? But, I think in the long term, it shows, it statistically is shown and proven by numbers and, by everything that just steady hold is the best situation. So, Yeah, Paul is actually saying it right. Or there can be a lot of news during the maintenance period. They can talk about the Delta airplane. They can talk about the sales of tickets. They can talk about the NASA contract. They can talk about maybe orbital flights. They can talk about the what else? What else? New spaceport, right? Reservations and so on. So I think that's a kind of misconception to say, okay, do they really cannot give any news? I think that's wrong. So I think that's pretty much what I think it's need to be said for now. The markets are now a little bit down, very volatile in the last minutes, obviously here. And we are closing for most probably in the next 9 minutes with 4,292. Space is doing a little bit less than 5%, which is okay for such a volatile stock and pre-market, pre-revenue company. I think that's pretty much okay. All right. Yeah. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and if you're watching this after the live stream, let me know where you are watching from. Smash that like button, and I see you obviously tomorrow. Thank you very much for tuning in, and